What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Picks and Roll DFS powered by Betr. I'm Reggie, and our mission is simple: make the picks, build the roll. Every night, I'll break down my favorite prize picks, underdog, sleeper, and better plays for the next day's slate so you can get ahead of the line moves and lock in value early. Today, I'm giving you my favorite plays for Wednesday, August 13th. If you're catching this from the jump, hit that like button, subscribe, and join me, because as we grow this brand, we'll grow your bankroll. Quick recap from yesterday. We went 1-1 with our third straight player DNP. Not the clean sweep we wanted, but we stick to the process because long-term, making plus EV plays means you'll lose less over time. And that's how you build a roll. And when it comes to building your roll, the first thing you want to do is take the free money that's out there. And right now, that's with Betr. They're giving you $30 free when you play just $10. Just use code DIME when you sign up at the link below. And right now, for new users, they've got a Shohei Ohtani free square. He just needs to have less than 99.5 home runs to win. That's a no-brainer free pick you can pair with your slips. Here's the play. Sign up here with code DIME and lock in your $30 bonus plus Ohtani free pick. Also, make sure you're tracking your plays. The smartest way to do it is with Pikkit. It's free, it's easy, and it will make you a sharper bettor. Just download Pikkit, use promo code LOB, sync your sportsbook or DFS app, and boom, all your plays, stats, and profit tracking in one place. All right, now let's get into today's card. Before we do, all of the hit rates, matchup data, and odds shopping you're about to hear come straight from Outlier, one of my go-to tools for finding plus EV plays before the books adjust. If you want to use the same data I do, head over to Outlier and use code LOB when you sign up. So our first play today is going to be William Contreras, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Now, first, we want to look at the odds, right? So we see here we're getting this at 120, minus 120 on underdog, and it goes as high as minus 165 on DraftKings, minus 172 on Sleeper, minus 162 on Novig. So we're seeing we're getting a great price here for this play. Then we look at the data. Last 5, he's gone above this line 4 out of 5 times for 80%. Last 10, he's gone above this line 5 out of 10 times for 50%. Last 20 times, or last 20 games, he's gone above this line 11 out of 20 times for a 55% hit rate. And then head-to-head, 12 out of 21 times, he's gone above this line for a 57% hit rate. Then we look at some of those insights that Outlier provides us. William Contreras has exceeded 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs in 7 of his last games at home. And if you saw last night's game, the Brewers went off. Hopefully they can continue that hot streak. Then, today they're going up against Mitch Keller. And William has a .263 career average against him. And Keller also allows a .232 batting average against versus righties this season. So Contreras has been filling up the box score lately, and we're getting him at a minus 120 when the market has him juiced heavily elsewhere. Next, we're going Christopher Sanchez, over 5.5 strikeouts. So again, we look at that line, we're getting at minus 120. Everywhere else, we see the line is juiced, right? Even PrizePicks, you're getting at minus 137, usually meaning that that's a goblin. So now you're getting a much better price over here at underdog. So last 5 games, we can see that he's gone over this 4 out of 5 times for an 80% hit rate. Last 10 games, he's gone above this line 6 out of 10 times for a 60% hit rate. Last 20, he's gone above this line 12 out of 20 times for a 60% hit rate. Then head-to-head, hasn't had any matchups this year. They're looking at last year's data where he went 50%. Then we look at the insights. He's exceeded 5.5 strikeouts in 4 of his last 5 games on the road, where he averaged about 7 strikeouts per game. So with his recent strikeout pace and the Reds' struggles versus lefties, this line has plus EV written all over it. Now, before we get into that last play, quick reminder. You can grab $30 free at Betr when you play just $10 with code DIME. And don't forget about the Ohtani pick. It's free, and it's less than 99.5 home runs. Lock it in. And while you're at it, track your plays with Pikkit. It's free, easy, and keeps you accountable. Download it and use code LOB to start tracking like a pro. All right, in our last play today, Shohei over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Again, look at the lines. Juiced everywhere else. It's not even offered at a lot of other places. And even at Sleeper, it's minus 164. DraftKings is minus 155. All right, so we look at his last 5 games. It's going above this line, 3 out of 5 for 60% hit rate. Last 10, going above this line 6 out of 10 times, maintain that 60% hit rate. Last 20, going above this line 14 out of 20 times for a 70% hit rate. And then head-to-head, 50%. But that also calculates some data from last year. If we look at just this year, 4 out of 4. Then insights, it's saying that he has failed to exceed 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs in 13 of his last 17 games at home. However, we're just looking for him to go in between that, right? So just above 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And then in the pitcher matchup today, he's hitting 276 on the season, but Rasmussen is allowing just a 200 batting average against to righties, but in a spot where Oakland batters could see opportunities late. So although he may not do the best, or right-handed batters haven't been doing the best against Drew, that doesn't mean that the bullpen is going to continue that, right? And then we also see that he's had some solid hits against Drew in their 4 plate appearances. Plus, we're getting this at minus 120 when the rest of the market is far higher. So this is a value spot that we just can't pass up. All right, so let's recap. We have William Contreras, higher than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. We have Christopher Sanchez, higher than 5.5 strikeouts. And Shea Langoliers, higher than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Remember, these are plus EV plays. That doesn't mean they're guaranteed wins, but over the long run, making value plays like these is how you lose less and build your bankroll. Drop your favorite pick for today in the comments, smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow with more picks, more plays. Let's build that roll.